Wow, that music hits for me. And Tony Schiavone does. Let's listen.
Wrestling, let's bring in the heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy Ric Flair, along with Baby Doll.
Actually, let's put the camera on the heavyweight champion of the world so that the people around the world can see just exactly what style. Get these shoes one time, guy. Get these shoes. These shoes cost more than most people's homes sitting in this audience. Now, we're talking about the National Wrestling Alliance. We're talking about the World Heavyweight Champion. We're talking about Baby Doll. We're talking about Tully Blanchard. We're talking about Arnold Ole Anderson. We're talking about the cream of the crop, the most successful group of wrestlers anywhere in the world. Woo! And it's true, the National Wrestling Alliance is taking the world champion and the four horsemen on tour. We're going to be in Baltimore and Dusty Rhodes. After Baltimore, there'll be no more American Dream. Then we're going to Green Bay. We're going to Minneapolis, Minnesota. And speaking of Minneapolis, Minnesota, just happens to be a town that has the privilege of saying they raised a world heavyweight champion. Woo, talking about myself. But you see, they've come to know the Road Warriors as being a big deal in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now, Doll, from a female standpoint of view, how would you view the Road Warriors?
Well, Rick, from my point of view, it's all show and no go.
That's it, exactly. A couple of guys with big muscles, like a lot of women I know, not like Baby Doll, but with a full sweater and an empty head. In other words, all this right here, but nothing up here to make it go round and round. You see, now we talk about Dusty Rhodes. The American Dream used to be Doll's main man. But you see, then the Doll decided she wanted to be with some championship caliber men. So you see, the Doll's looking at Nikita Koloff. And Nikita, I'm glad you're the U.S. champion, but don't start looking my way, Daddy, because remember, I'm Slick Rick, Magnum TA, little skinny neck, little skinny arms, the Rock and Roll Express. How about the Rock and Roll Express, huh?
I would say that they've got all these little girls following because they just don't have the experience to know what's
what
really
it is, Doll, you've never worn a training bra. You're really not qualified to talk about them. In other words, the world champion, Baby Doll, the four horsemen. Woo! Whether you like it or not, we're what's happening in professional wrestling.
Nature Boy Ric Flair and Baby Doll, let's go to the ring.
I got to tell you, I like the storytelling aspect that now Baby Doll's a heel, but I don't know that I love her with Flair.
Really?
I mean, I liked Flair being out there
by himself.
Talking about, you know, when I get into so-and-so, I'm going to be looking for all the ladies, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there was something so heelish about it. It's a little thing, but he's saying all of that while he's wearing a wedding ring.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know, it tickled me. And yeah,
I can see that. I think it's a good look. Ooh, look at this. Jesus Christ. I think it's a good look. He and Baby Doll standing side by side, but I can see exactly what you're saying. And let me also add this, that as we go back and try to rekindle my memory, I obviously remembered Tully Blanchard and Baby Doll because that's how we brought her in. I remember her going with Dusty. I did not remember her being with Ric Flair. I did not remember the heel turn until we just saw it like last week. So what is that saying? It didn't last long, or I don't know. It slipped my, Jesus, criminy Christ.
That was so brutal, dude.